Dark Waters, a movie based on true events right here in the Mountain State, has been making waves, and that now includes at the state capitol. Lawmakers are pledging to fight against any more West Virginians being infected with chemicals like C8, which caused so much harm in Parkersburg. The feature film Dark Waters has West Virginia on the big screen.
Almost heaven.
It portrays the true story of a lawyer battling DuPont after they dumped chemicals into the water in Parkersburg. The movie serves as a shocking reminder to some about polluted waters, but others don't need the reminder.
For me, I was there. I watched it happen in real life.
Tracy was a competitive swimmer in Parkersburg during the time DuPont was releasing C8, a type of PFAS, into the water, the effects of which she'll live with for the rest of her life.
Spending all of that time in that water and consuming that water. Now I have a dysfunctional thyroid and I had cancer in my hip, which required an amputation.
But now she and a group of delegates are working to take action against pollution in West Virginia's drinking water, like the film depicts.
It's called the Clean Drinking Water Act, and what it would do is reduce the amount of certain toxic chemicals in our water supply.
The bill would require sources of chemicals to be identified and also work to scientifically develop a statewide clean drinking water standard.
I think there's a lot of assumptions about drinking water coming out of the tap being safe, and not many people making the connection that what gets put in our rivers in terms of pollution ends up in our drinking water.
The group of delegates are also pledging to reintroduce House Joint Resolution 25, which would add a constitutional amendment to the West Virginia Bill of Rights, saying people have a right to clean air and pure water.
We're talking about basic rights to clean water, clean air, and a future for our children to be healthy in.
A constitutional amendment would require approval by 2/3 of the House of Delegates and State Senate, along with a majority vote of the citizens.